Hello Aries, this is your July forecast. Applies if you're Aries rising or Aries moon. There's a lot happening this month. It's a busy month. We've usually got one new moon and one full moon. This month we've got two full moons happening and a new moon. We've also got Saturn retrograde until September the 18th, causing you to reassess and re-examine especially anything connected with your finances and how you're using money. And we've also got the beneficial trine of Jupiter and Uranus, bringing surprises and new opportunities this month. So let's start out with, it's either on the 1st or the 2nd of July, depending on where in the world you live. We start out the month with a full moon in Capricorn. And this full moon for you is happening right up in your 10th house. So Pluto is also in that 10th house. So wherever a full moon falls, Aries, this is shining a light on a particular area of your life. And I think this month there's going to be a light shining on your work area, where you want to take your work. There's going to be maybe a questioning about that, maybe something coming to a culmination, something you've been working towards and you get the fruits of your labour, or maybe something needs to radically change in the work area, and that's what this full moon will prompt for you at the very beginning of this month. Now the nice news is that for the first week of the month, pretty much, we've got Venus and Jupiter conjunct in your 5th house of fun and play. And Venus and Jupiter, of course, are the very beneficial planets. And in that 5th house, they're very favourable for romance, for meeting somebody new that you feel very excited about and passionate about. It's Leo energy, so it's wonderful for doing anything entrepreneurial, for growing a business, for maybe starting a new hobby, for expanding something that you've already started. It's very artistic, it's very musical, it's very creative, it's good for the theatre, it's good for anything cultural. This is a very beneficial aspect, and it's also great for just enjoying, kicking back and enjoying. All too often we get so busy with the activities and the pulls of life that we don't necessarily enjoy. So this first week is really setting the tone for the month for you Aries, for making sure that you really enjoy moments in your life, in the day, every day. Now on the 7th of July we've got an opposition happening between Pluto up here in the 10th and the Sun. So opposition here could mean that maybe there is a pull with home and family that needs to be taken care of, and a pull at the workplace. Maybe you're feeling as though someone's controlling you, manipulating, wanting more from you than you're able to give at this time. But some kind of a power struggle. And with you maybe trying to maintain your power and your independence. So we've got, for the first all of the month, Mars is in your 4th house. First 3 weeks, the Sun is in this 4th house. And on the 9th of July, Mercury also coming into this 4th house. So a lot of focus for you this month, Aries, on your home, your environment. The Sun's shining a light on it, saying, you know, is there anything I need to do connected with family, with home? It's shining a light on Mars there. Maybe you've got some renovations to do, upgrades, maybe you're going to move. Mars is in that 4th house all month, so if you're not moving you might feel restless, you might feel as though you want to travel, get away for a little while, different surroundings. With Mercury and Mars coming together in this 4th house, beware of maybe saying something too quickly, too impulsively to a close family member. Things can just be blurted out at that time. Now, from the 13th to the 15th of July, we've got a square happening because Saturn is retrograde until the 18th of September, and we've got a square happening between Venus and Saturn. Now, Venus square Saturn, very often this can mean a feeling of disappointment, a feeling as though you had hoped for something and it didn't happen yet. Or possibly you're feeling as though maybe you wanted to go away for the weekend and your partner didn't. So it's just a feeling of like, oh, what do I do now? So it's important not to look outside of yourself at this time, but to look at what you want to do and what are your needs. And then if you're not looking to a relationship to fulfill a particular need, then this aspect won't pull you down. But if you're looking for a relationship to cheer you up or do something for you, then you could be disappointed at this time of this Saturn square Venus. The other thing to look at with Saturn square Venus is it's possibly a time where you may need to just cut your finances a little bit. There may be somewhere where you've been overspending and you need to just adjust. Or maybe you've got several things you want to buy, but choose one. Choose the thing that's most important. 15th and 16th of July, we've got a lovely new moon happening in Cancer. Again, adding some impetus to this 4th house. So a new moon gives you an opportunity for new beginnings. Maybe a new home, new surroundings, different people around you in your environment, or just creating a whole new vibration in your home so that it feels fresh and new. That's what this new moon is triggering for you, Aries. On the 19th of July, we've got Venus going off into your 6th house, which is a little more serious in the 6th. Venus is a time in the 6th where it's very good to do something nice in your work area. Something nice can come to you. A fellow employee does something nice for you. It's also a very good time for volunteering, for contributing, for doing something nice for somebody else and getting a lot of pleasure from it. And on the 23rd of July, we've got the Sun coming into your 5th house, which is very nice. A lot of 5th house activity for you. And the 24th of July, Mercury joining it. So we get this emphasis on the 4th house for the first 3 weeks of the month, and then moving onwards to the 5th house for this last week of the month, where again, this is time for possibility of doing something with children, with young people, maybe writing a children's story, illustrating something, but doing something that's very young and youthful and very uplifting. And it's very, very good for those of you that want to be in business for yourself or do something entrepreneurially or offer a service or a product. This is a great time for it, that last week in the month. And finally, on the 31st of the month, we've got, looking for the moon, there's only usually 2 full moons of a month. We've got another full moon happening in Aquarius, and it happens in your 11th house, Aries. So, full moon shining a light on your friendships, on the people you associate with, not only in your community, but also online. Maybe time, maybe something coming to a head, maybe there's another group or different groups you want to investigate and join, and it's shining a light on your dreams and your wishes. And maybe it's time to revise and edit those dreams and wishes. It's shining a light on maybe what you did want a year ago. Maybe you don't want that anymore. Maybe you've already achieved it and it's time to create something new. So largely the focus this month, Aries, is going to be home, work, being playful, enjoying yourself, and a re-evaluation of your friendships. So I wish you a wonderful month. I hope you're enjoying the summer if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. Thank you very much for listening. As always, if you'd like to come for a personal reading and have me look at your chart, to see exactly what's coming up for you this year, please do get in touch. Bye for now.